Welcome to DowerChin.com. All right, today we're going to talk about the Zaggkeys cover for the iPad mini. Now, I want to note that um, basically Zag says that this is really more for the iPad mini first generation, not the one with Retina display. So we'll take a look at it and see if that holds up true, because I have my iPad mini with Retina display to see how well it works. All right, so what is this thing? Well, basically it is from this little diagram here, it is a keyboard that is, as you can see from here, it is backlit, and your device slips right into it and gives you a portable keyboard that you can carry along with you. So let's take a look at what this thing is like. So, all right, open this guy up. And this is for those of you that want a keyboard on the go for your mini, which is, well, very mini. So, all right, here we go. Instruction manual over here. So there it is. So it's a little tiny little keyboard. What we have here is basically, it's a self-powered Bluetooth keyboard. There is the on-off switch and a sync button over here. Turning it on, it wants to sync up. Now the backlight doesn't come automatically. That's what I found out so far. You actually have to, when you turn it on, there's the FN key with the up arrows, and with it you can turn the backlighting on, which I'll show you in a minute because it's kind of hard to see with all the lights on. But let's turn it off for the time being. All right, so now let's take a look at this thing real quick. It's got this little hinge here, and you notice if you can see, there is a bit of a notch here for the device to sit in, for your iPad mini to sit into. It's got a little bit of a rubber inlay in here, which kind of probably helps keeps the device from slipping out completely. And so, and it seems a lot, it's pretty stiff on the, it's pretty a stiff hinge by itself, but I think with the extra leverage of the iPad in here, it'll make it easier to open. So here we are. So let's see how this works. So basically, as you can see from here, it's got the shape of the iPad mini here, and basically it'll slip right in like so. So now, being that the iPad mini with Retina is a tad bit bigger, a little taller than the a little thicker, I mean, than the first generation iPad mini, this might be the reason why they don't recommend it or aren't saying that it supports it. But as you can see, though, it does seem to fit. However, I think I got it on the wrong side. Pardon me. It should be it's a little rubber part of it there. It definitely holds it pretty well. So buttons need to be on top. Sorry, guys. Let's put this on here again. Slip this in. As you can see, if I kind of shove it in there, it kind of sits in there now. It's a little bit of space in there, and that might be because, once again, being this a little bit thicker because the Retina display version is a little thicker than the old one, might be the reason why it looks this way. But here you can see it makes a little clamshell out of your iPad mini. Now, the one thing that being a paranoid device owner like I am, I've always been very worried about just having a device like this, because I don't believe aluminum is all that scratch resistant material in my experience, and so having it like this, you can still get it scuffed up. So I would like to put a case on it, but so far what I found, there aren't many cases that would accommodate this extra area that this thing takes. I'll probably show you that in a minute, or another video. I'll show you what I mean by that. But taking a look at this, it does allow the on-off, so it does provide that capability. It does, the hinge itself isn't too bad, but it can open. And so opening it up, you have your clamshell, and turning the keyboard on, having it synced up already, you can basically have access to your stuff. So then basically, if you go to something like Pages, and you're working on a new document, for example, and a blank document, which I chose the wrong size for. Let's take a look at the backlight. I'm going to turn the lights off real quick, and let's turn the backlighting on. Let's see what it looks like. So, hold the FN key down. So there we have the backlighting. So from here, you can type in the dark. It takes a little bit of getting used to, because things are much more cramped, because obviously if you compare to a full-size keyboard, you got like a small caps lock key in the corner and everything. So turn the lights back on. So, you know, you see the small caps lock tab key over here. You have your row of options for locking, your home button, so microphone, play, pause, volume, and so forth, all up on top here, as well as full row of number keys. It takes taking me getting used to, because obviously the key placement is all a little bit funky. Enter key is kind of small, shift keys on the side. So I haven't really played around with this a whole lot, but being as small as this, it may take a bit of getting used to. But if you want a keyboard on the go, and you want a clamshell look without having the actual clam or any casing on the back over here, because Zag does make one that's an all-in-one. What's nice about this, I suppose, is that they say you can pull it off like so, and you can sort of flip it around on the go like this, and then basically have it collapse on the back and sort of have it like this, so that you can actually kind of have it and not have to worry about ditching it. But I don't know, it's kind of quirky, because obviously it's kind of sitting at a, you know, at the mercy of this tiny little area that's gripping the device. So I don't know how that would work out. But there you have it. I'll take a look at the Zaggkeys cover for the iPad mini. And what I'll do next, another video, is I'll compare it with the Logitech ultra thin keyboard for the mini, and we'll see how they stack up. Thanks for watching.